Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Skulk, continuing a story of Winds of Change. We were here. We had plenty to adventure around before we went to Act 5. I'm curious about us going back to Alarenthia because of what happened. Alright, Mazeo. Yeah. Oh, let's go to the city first. We'll get to the Rebel HQ too. The Mountain Pass. Let's see. Nope. Whoops. Wrong map. Oopsies. Alright, main gate. Says we have only so much time, but we're cruising through this without problem. There you are. Yeah. Sorry, still woke up. As I wandered the town square of Mazeo, I noticed Sylvie checking out the market stalls. He seems completely engrossed by everything, like he finally has time to stop and look. It makes sense. Until now, it's likely that he was always on a mission for the Triumvirate. After exploring the markets for a while, he approaches me. It doesn't look like he bought anything. He was just looking around.
So many useless items. People actually buy these things. Back in Balteus, I got used to having the bare minimum. Anything more than that is a pointless luxury. A waste.
I mean, I guess that's true. You don't really need other things. But the things that we all have that makes us happy, like games or movies or toys or whatever it is, that keeps us happy. Morale, just joy. Everyone needs it. If people say otherwise, they're wrong. People are complicated. But everyone wants joy in some way or another. Not sure what he's looking at and calling useless, because it most likely could be.
Yet, I must say, some of it does have a certain appeal. There were some very unique writing utensils. I might look into them. Not that I fancy myself a writer or anything. They just caught my eye.
Yeah. Whatever catches your eye, for whatever reason. He points to the nearby alleyway and tilts his head towards it.
Would you follow me into that alley, Monarch? I think we need to get away from all of these people.
Alone in an alley? You think I trust you that much already? This is probably what you should be doing. Ignore these. This is too mushy. Jeez, the bland one sucks.
It won't take too long, I promise. I just remembered what we talked about before. There's a trick or two I can teach you with that blade.
You walk down the alleyway. Funk! Mine! It's all mine! Without saying another word, he walks back into the back alley. I follow after him, ready to learn about the Blade of Exodus. Funk. When we arrive, I start to ask him questions, mainly about his origin.
I couldn't tell you. It's a mystery, even to me. Perhaps they stole it from the monarchy before they took over. I've heard that they had visions too, much like the blade can supply. If that's not the truth, then perhaps they made it themselves. But I'm starting to think they either stole it or stumbled upon it. Stealing isn't above them, as we've all been made aware of.
He shakes his head, as if he's upset that he can't sate my curiosity. That's fine. Perhaps it's something we'd find out when we went to Balteus.
This is probably the first trick I should teach you.
He holds out a close fist, and my blade soon appears in his hands. Woo! I've seen that happen several times. Almost like he can summon it at any time.
You have to be near the blade for it to work, but it's useful. Disarming your enemy is a viable tactic in battle, so be ready. They will try to take the blade away from you because of its power.
Ooh. They take it. They do the trick, whoop, and it's now mine now, whoop, and now it's mine. And they just keep going back and forth until they're tired of it, going, "All right, I'll take it away from you forcefully." I know.
Go ahead. Hold out your hand and reach for the blade. Not with your body, but with your mind. See if it works.
You don't need to strain yourself. I close my eyes and hold out my hand. Sylvie immediately chastises me with a blunt side of the weapon, hitting it against my hand. I wince slightly and shake away the pain.
No. Never close your eyes in battle. Did you not learn anything about combat in Valinor? If you did that in a real battle, you'd be dead in mere seconds.
Fair enough.
Now do it again, and look me in the eye. I have no use for you if you can't follow directions.
Fair enough. Doing as instructed, I looked him in the eye. I focused as hard as I can, and try to summon the blade. But after a few moments, nothing happens. Nothing at all.
Try harder, like your life depends on it. Because when you need to do this, it will.
Yeah, fair enough. But try not to break the gaze. He squints, as if he's judging my movements. I felt this before when someone was teaching me how to play Age of Empires 2? 3? I think it was 3. I'm a very slow player at that, by the way. I'm not going to ramble on that, but when I was streaming it, I thought I was doing okay. But when someone came in and said they were doing, like, they were slow, but they had a cavalry sweeping the field before I even got into Age 2, I'm like, well, there you go. I suck. But after even more time, nothing's happened still.
I guess you need a little incentive.
Uh-oh. Without any warning, he reaches behind himself, pulling a dagger from the leather straps on his back. He attacks me. I take a defensive stance, and before he can harm me, I have possession of the blade. It appears in my hand, at the perfect angle and position to deflect Sylvie's assault. His dagger is in deadlock with my blade, and he pushes me back against the alley wall.
So, it's your fear that powers you.
Oh crap, he notices it. Crap! After a few moments, he backs off and puts his dagger away.
I was the same, until I mastered my fears. Then the blade responded to my willpower, my resolve. It can learn and grow just as much as you can, Monarch. If you learn to remain calm in the face of battle, you'll do fine. Without fear to rely on, the blade will find something else. What that is, however, is different from person to person. I'm eager to see what kind of person you become. For now, let's continue on our way. No more wasting time. When we have another moment together, I can teach you more.
Okay, thank you for this, by the way. He smiles and leaves the alleyway. I remain there by myself. It was hard not to be scared, given my situation and the upcoming battle. But if mastering these emotions made me a better wielder, then I had to try. I leave the alleyway and replay the recent events in my mind. My eye trails over the drawing utensils that Sylvie pointed out earlier. I wonder for a moment if I can get him a gift. Well, thank you for the lessons. Is that a good idea? Yeah, sure. Even though it's a romantic gesture, I'll get it for him. It seems harmless, so I stop and buy them on my way out of the town square. I had to find the right chance to give them to him. It might take a while. But after that was said and done, it was time to get out of my way. Get on my way. We get on our way. All right. Wow, almost fell over. Where else would we be? Because everyone has like 5? 6? So I had to find all 6. Not here. Mayor's house? Are we just gonna waltz back to his house? We're just gonna waltz into his house, huh? Seriously, we're waltzing right back into his office. Sorry! We're out, we're out. This is your home. Not sure why we can just waltz into your house. The docks. Nothing here. Church. Nothing. The inside. Nothing. Inside the headquarters. Main, the tunnels. Tunnels first. Still nothing. Entrance. There you are. I walk through the main atrium of the Rebel headquarters. It's not fully clean. Blood still stains the floor. Armor is scattered about. I'm not sure what they plan to do with the pieces of the honor guard. Sylvia's looking around, and he appears sad. I don't blame him. This is where he lost his attack. Him and his men killed almost all of us. We almost lost that day.
I already had my doubt when we launched this attack. If only we had our fight a little bit earlier, I could have prevented this. Touching that blade at the same time as you, that was the catalyst.
Catalyst? I'm not sure what that means.
I don't think you knew the truth of the monarchy at that point. It's almost as if they were calling out to me, trying to change my stance. Well, I suppose it worked. I stand here, ready to repay you for my sins.
We don't know what we're doing until later that we see what we want to do next. Life changes us. Like, things change us. For the better or for worse, it happens. His words seem genuine. It's almost hard to think he could be lying. At first, he seemed unsure about whether or not he'd rejoin the Triumvirate. What started out as a revenge quest against Halen has certainly grown quickly.
But we mustn't waste time on talk like that. Focusing on the past stops you from seeing the future. That's what is truly important. Your assault on Balteus.
You can learn from the past, too. I agree. Sophie doesn't seem like one to waste time with pleasantries.
So, I guess I'll be teaching you 2 lessons this time. First of all, focus on the war. Don't waste time with being friendly. I've seen you and your comrades. That bond is dangerous during battle. We can't have you taking a sword for a loved one. You are this world's future, Monarch. You need to be smart. Feelings? They cloud judgment. I know this all too well, and so should you. And in your situation, it is best to rely on things that serve you without hesitation. A friend with emotional stakes may not follow every order. That is a major flaw. Their blade, however, and the beings it can create, will cater to your desire.
I don't want that. He points to the suits of armor scattered on the floor. That means the next lesson must be related to the honor guard. The Triumvirate could create a near infinite amount. Could I do that too?
Normally, the blade requires a sacrifice and the energy within to power that armor. But there is so much energy within you. I wonder if you could do it by yourself. Imagine an entire force of honor guard soldiers serving you. Such power. The Triumvirate is right to want that blade back. In your hands, it is a threat. And it makes sense why they'd want you dead, too. You are the monarchy. Take out that blade for me, Monarch. Let's see if you can do what I think you can.
Do I have a choice? I do as instructed and take out the blade.
It responds to your will. your desire. Think of it as an extension of your body. A new muscle, ready to be trained.
Okay.
Hold it out toward those scattered pieces of armor. See if your resolve is strong enough to give them life. That's all it takes. A spark in your mind to ignite a flame.
I hold out the blade, pointing it towards the suits of armor. I keep my eyes focused on them, trying to control them. The pieces start to move, rock back and forth. I focus with all my strength, and they start to shake more. But as Sylvie mentioned, it's like a new muscle. I can't flex it for long. The pieces stop shaking and remain still, just as soon as they began to move.
Disappointing.
I scoff at him. What is scoffing? Like, what is that? I don't understand. And I assume a natural stance. Am I doing the scoffing and the thing of saying everyone needs to be loyal to me? I am going to be the new ruler of this place, after all. Is that because I'm half corrupted? Is that what it is? Is my personality being this way because I chose some corrupted choices? I really wonder.
It seems as if you can only use the blade while under duress. I suppose that's not too bad. We'll be in Balteus soon enough, after all. At least now you know what to do. Follow my directions and you'll be fine.
He starts to walk away, but quickly turns around.
There won't be enough time for you to master your fears. You might have to embrace these dangerous situations in order to prevail. But that blade is so powerful. I'd do whatever it takes to harness that power. I'll see you around, Monarch. Feel free to keep practicing if you feel the need. This is going better than I expected, to say the least.
I wonder if he is corrupting me. This time, he dismisses himself for real. Embrace the danger to become more powerful? That seemed like backwards logic. But a lot of things were backward lately. If the blade responded to my fear and danger, then I guess I knew what to do. Because Sylvie was right. I could never retrain myself in time for our final attack. What an odd situation to be in. But I guess in my position, I couldn't eschew risk. His implication was that if I were in danger, the suits of armor would have risen up. When the time comes, I can only hope that his prediction is correct. I wonder what the other lessons there are to learn. What else could the blade do? Perhaps I'll learn more from Sylvie the next time we meet, wherever that ending up being. His advice keeps playing on repeat in my mind. Emotional stakes could be a hindrance in battle. Would I truly let something like that endanger our cause? Would I sacrifice myself to save a comrade? Or in this case, I guess it works the other way around. I close my eyes and pray that we never have to find out. Personal quarters. Oh, he's here too. All right. I sat on my bed, thinking about the blade and what I could do with it. As if on some sort of cue, I hear a knock on my door, and Sylvie enters. He seems much more relaxed than normal. He's comfortable.
So, did you manage to get any more practice in? Or were you just going to improvise when we got to Balteus? Both are good options given the circumstances. I'm just curious.
I got a lot of practice in. I think I'm doing better. I didn't have any time to practice. Sorry, Sylvie. We have time. Well, I guess, maybe. I'm not sure, because we just clicked on the next area. I'm not sure if we got practicing, but this is probably saying that we did.
That's good. The more the better, that's what I say. But at the same time, you're limited. I trained my entire life. If you only have a few days, don't expect anything substantial.
I don't. I understand that things take time. He takes a few steps forward and sits beside me on the bed.
Being down here has made my mind race almost non-stop. I mean, what I did to you and your family is unforgivable. Yet here we are, trying to move past it, letting me atone.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, it was horrible. Shame on you. But still, you said that you were being used as well. Who am I to judge whether it's truth or false? But I feel like it's still a good deed.
The most important thing on my mind is why? Why did you welcome me with open arms after what I did? I feel like anybody with common sense would have put me to the blade.
I could tell you were being genuine. I trusted you. I wanted to bond and become closer, actually. It's so creepy and mushy and stuff like that sometimes. Common sense isn't one of my strong suits. I could see how lost you were. You need direction. Keep asking myself that too. Maybe I made a mistake. Oh, gosh dang. I don't know. I just acted on my instinct. So, I would do one of these. I'll probably do this one.
I assume that most people will find themselves lost at one point in their life. The scary part is that if it hasn't happened yet, it could come at any time. I was so foolish, thinking that anybody back in Balteus could give me direction.
He sighs and slumps down a little more.
Well, that's all I really wanted to talk about. If you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way. Good luck with everything, Monarch.
You too. He gets up and starts to walk away, but I stop him. This would be a good time to give him the gift I bought him. I grab the writing utensils and hand them over to him.
You got me a gift? Really? You shouldn't have.
You were wanting something, and heck, why not? He inspects them with a soft smile on his face.
I was looking at these in the town square. It means a lot to me that you did this, Monarch. Anybody else would have just went on with their day.
Yeah. I like sharing kindness, guys. It just makes me happy to know that someone gets a bit of joy in their life. Maybe, but I'm not just anybody else.
I don't really know what to say, so I guess I'll take that as a sign to stop talking. Thank you for thinking of me as a friend. Truly.
You're welcome.
That's more than I can say about everybody else I know. In fact, I don't think I've ever gotten a gift before. From anybody. Not even my father, who these pens reminded me of in the first place.
I'm sorry. He scoffs. What is a scoff? Gosh dang it. And looked down at them once more.
But that's a story for another time. I'm here to help you, not bore you with sad tales. Perhaps we can talk more before we set sail.
Alright. Without another word, he leaves my room for good. I'm not sure if the choices of present... If the choice of present... I'm not sure if the choice of present was a good or bad thing now. It seems to remind him of something he deemed a sad tale. Kitty! Sorry, the cat was scratching the door going, I want in! I want in! Gosh dang it, stop it. Maybe he'd tell me the tale the next time he spoke. With our final battle looming, I might not have much time. But there's one thing I can say for sure. Sylvie is becoming a friend. A second chance is a truly great thing, as long as the person is genuine. I could tell that if I earned his loyalty, he'd be indispensable during our attack. Not just the attack, come on. I mean, yes, the attack is necessary, but don't just think about that. Maybe you had a reasoning for it. Sylvie's loyalty scene has been unlocked. Already? Dang. Wait, does he only have... Is this the 4th? I think it's the 4th. And we do have the other place on the island, but I don't think we're welcome there. Alright. Well, I think I'll save here because, well, it's already reaching a half hour, and I've been going on for quite a bit sometimes, so... Thank you guys for joining me today. It was all about learning a bit more about Sylvie. So, thank you guys for stopping by. And until I see you guys again, have a great day, everyone.